that sticky, stanky harvest. They show it all organic and nice. If you're curious or wanna grow with kindness, GoDaddy TV just might have some advice. Come on, come on. GoDaddy TV, come on. They break it down. Light, water, temperature, and humidity. It's cannabis kindergarten for every grower in the community. Yeah, come on, come on. GoDaddy TV, come on. Germination, soil mixing, up pots and LST, defoliation, harvest, and curing properly. So tune in every week to catch the magic. GoDaddy TV. Come on, come on. GoDaddy TV, come on. Come on, come on. GoDaddy TV, come on.
Hey everybody, I'm GrowDaddy, aka Patrick, and welcome to GrowDaddy TV Studios. Yeah, welcome. You've made it to our 11th season and our 13th episode.
Woo.
Come on, yeah. I'll tell you guys what. I promised you guys something. We would have buds today. A week ago, we saw pistols, and we actually have buds in the tent this week. They're little, but we've got some nice little buds started in the tent, which is going to be
Well,
epic. Well, yeah, it is, because our black bud, she has black buds.
it's insane. She is a POC, plant of color.
Oh, she's gonna look awesome. I can't wait. And let me get to the show, you guys. We're a legal grown Canada. For you guys that just got here, we're a legal grown Canada. We're only growing 4 plants. I know you guys are used to seeing tents and tents and tents with all the YouTubers. Not me, because I'm just doing a grow log here. Every week you guys come in and check out me playing with my girls, and we're just doing my grow journal, basically.
Yeah, we're just hanging out, talking shop in the basement.
It's a live grow journal, is what it is. It's a live grow journal, and I'm showing what I get, and we show every little detail in case anybody wants to compare or follow. And if you're a beginner, I highly suggest you guys watch what we're doing here, because we do the easiest grow on the internet. We do the easiest grow on the internet.
Yeah, probably.
All I do is add water.
Yeah.
I mean, how many marijuana grows? How many cannabis grows where somebody's just adding water and not putting in adding a whole bunch of headaches to their grow? Nobody's doing it.
Salts and synthetics.
Okay, there's a couple people doing it, but not many. Most are trying to add products because they're getting sponsored or they think these products are helping them. And of course, and I also want to say, of course, there's a lot of stuff out there for new growers, these auto pots and these self-watering things. Hey, I think all this stuff's great, you guys. I'm into simplicity though. The less I have to spend, the less I have to do to get a really nice crop. It just seems easier for me. And I don't want to get too far off the topic, you guys, because we do a Scrogless Scrog, and we don't use a net. We do a couple things different than everybody if you guys want to check it out. But we do a Scrogless Scrog, and I do it for a reason, couple reasons. One, it's kind of an art to be able to put your plants on a flat canopy without using a net to do it.
It's a little bit bonsai. You do a lot of training and Cushman chiropractic and...
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And the reason why you may not see a lot of guys doing it is because they have, on the internet anyway, because they have a lot of plants. And let me tell you what, it's a little extra work, I'll tell you. But with 4 girls, very manageable. If I started growing a lot of plants, though, it'd be too much work to do.
You wouldn't even like it.
It'd just be too much work. When it came time to do things, to train these girls, it's just too much time if you're messing with too many girls.
And that's because you've got a certain strategy, like we would call it a muffin top strategy. You only grow top buds. We call them muffin tops.
Yeah, we just grow the best stuff. We don't grow all the larf, and that's our hashtag is fuck larf. And don't get offended, you guys. I have to put in that disclaimer every time I say that because there's so many people that get offended when I say fuck larf.
Well, if you like those great big monster stacker colas, I mean, we love looking at them too, but GrowDaddy doesn't really like smoking that, and he doesn't
Not only
like
that, but all that stuff that grows down the stem that looks really beautiful. Now, if you're only growing a few stems, maybe it'd make more sense to go down. We try to get, between 40 and 50 bud sites on top, so we have some really nice
They're small, but
they're
they add
smaller
up.
buds, but they add up to the weight that we're trying to get, and we're trying to get between 5 and 6 ounces. And we struggle
Per plant.
Per plant, and we struggle to get over 6 ounces, but we do hit 6 and over every now and then.
Never over. Well, maybe.
Don't say that, Mrs. Grodaddy.
Not since you started growing this way.
I hate you correcting me. Makes me feel inadequate. But that's okay. But that's okay because I like to bullshit a little bit. But I'm not bullshitting. Every once in a while we do get over 6, usually over 5. I like to say we average over 5 ounces. Me and Mrs. Grodaddy had a little disagreement. She's back there going,
We had a little squabble this morning because it's actually a little bit less than 5.
Like what, 4.9?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I mean, we really do get really close.
I'm a stickler, don't mind me.
Well, because we always have a runt that brings down our yields, right? But this time we spent a couple extra weeks in veg to get our runt into growing shape. And as you can see, she has taken up, pretty good size of her space. And of course, her neighbor here has taken and cringed a little bit, and the tent is full.
Yeah, well, that's what we do here. It's called tent management. And basically, if we've got a little runty one and a great big monstrous girl, we make them roommates.
Well, we do have a curse. Our curse is we always have a runt in the tent, and we could probably avoid that by growing more seedlings and getting rid of, culling, 3 or 4 of them that we don't want and keeping the 4 good ones that we want. But as we said, that's illegal.
Yeah,
and somebody in our comments last video, somebody said, I don't think seedlings are illegal. They're illegal, okay? And Mrs. Grodaddy keeps me on
compliant.
Yeah, and you know what? It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun playing with the runt and seeing what we can do with her. So it's been kind of an experiment.
Yeah.
Every grow we have kind of a runt, a slow grower in the tent. And you know what? Well, it took a couple extra weeks.
Come on, Louise. And Louise, you know what? Louise, our runt, we might have called her because she was so little, but look at her beautiful black buds. I mean, everybody's different. So.
Everybody's different. A lot of you guys like larf, so I don't want to down that. A lot of you guys like growing different styles. Hey, if you guys are in the grow, that's all I'm trying to do, man. It's get all you guys into this because it's so fun. But some of you guys might be overwhelmed with all the feeding schedules and the watering and all this. Let me tell you what, it doesn't have to be that hard. We do it the easiest way. I only spend 10 or 15 minutes down here a day unless I'm doing some training or something else. But if you just want to grow these babies, you don't have to spend a lot of time on them to get some nice buds. That's all I'm trying to say.
We should start a new hashtag just add water.
Yeah, we should, because that's really all we do throughout our grow is we put amendments in our soil and we add water every grow instead of, instead of all the bottle nutrients, pouring them all in there and trying to figure that out every day, every time we water. Oh my God. I did that on the first couple grows, and when I heard, when I heard about growing with just water and amendments, and let me tell you what, I've been doing it ever since.
A light bulb went on.
The results are right here, you guys. Everything is green and absolutely beautiful, and I don't do shit. In fact, let me just say this, and I'm not going to save this for the water segment. We used a couple additives, which we don't like to do. But we figured, you know what? We got another runt. Let's play with our runt a little bit. Let's grab a couple. Couple things, a couple products.
And Mrs. Grodaddy likes shopping.
Every time I take her to the hydroponic store, she tries to get me to buy stuff for the girls, and I'm like, they don't want it. They don't need it. And
I'm a feeder.
So we bought some stuff. And we were trying to help out our runt by giving her some extra stuff. And I'll tell you what, honest to God, we ended up giving it to all of them in most of the veg. Not the beginning.
Later in veg, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see any difference. Okay, now will I see it in the yield? We'll wait and find out.
Yeah,
and then maybe I'll say, oh my God, we got to start using this stuff.
If we see a huge bumper crop, we're doing an infomercial, but I think we're safe.
And I also wanted to square away the reason why we grow muffin tops, okay? We grow muffin tops because we grow different genetics every season.
It's like a box of chocolates.
We never know what we're going to grow, and some genetics will give us larfy buds if you go down below the top buds. They just will, because they're just larfier plants. So if you grow the top buds, we end up getting really hard, nice buds, and we get rid of the larf. Now, I know that some genetics will give you harder, denser buds kind of below the top nodes. We can't guess, because most of the time it will be larfy. So I just do the muffin tops, and I'm happy with what I get. I'm happy with what I have to give away, and it's more than enough for me.
It's got bag appeal.
Oh, it's got bag appeal. It's lovely to give away. It's not embarrassing.
It's not larfy.
That's right. And what can I say? That is, in a nutshell, that's
what we're doing here.
That's what we're doing. So let's get on with it, you guys. Let's go to our timeline, talk about what we've been doing in the tent this week, and so on and so forth. Our timeline is 92 days from the time we started the seeds in pea pods. They were in there for a week, and then we up-potted them into solo cups a week later.
No, we didn't.
2 weeks later.
No, we didn't even do solo cups.
No, not solo cups. We up-potted them to 1.5 at 2 weeks. 2 weeks after we put them, or 1 week after we had them as seedlings. Or I wouldn't even say they were...
sprouts.
They were sprouts.
We just put our little germinated sprouts into 1.5 gallon plastic pots.
Thank you, Mrs. Groming. Mrs. Groming. Mrs. Grodaddy. Anyways, so right now we're starting third week of veg. We saw our third week of flower last week. And when I say third week of flower, I mean like the 15th day of flower. Right?
And of flower means since we just changed the light cycle.
Right. We changed the light cycle a couple weeks ago to 12/12 from 18/6. We'll get to that, you guys. But we're just starting. I should say we just saw pistils last week, and this week we have buds. 1 week later, 7 days later, we got some buds, and we got black buds. Yeah. We got black buds already. They're not just little. It's exciting to see, and they're going to be exciting to watch. You guys have to see this grow. I'm intrigued. I love beautiful plants. So you'll see me really. I'm really happy with our foliage because our foliage doesn't get all crappy. We really finesse into something nice. I love the way we grow our plants, Mrs. Grow. I can't help it. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Wait till these guys see the weed prawn segment.
Absolutely. Wait until you guys see, because weed prawn's going to be good this week. Or I should say it's going to be the last really long one. Because what I'm going to do, the only one I haven't defoliated, I defoliated 3 of these girls. Just after our show last week, about 5 or 6 days ago, I defoliated, cleaned up 3 of the girls, but I didn't want to touch Louise because I wanted to give her a full 2 weeks before I defoliated her in flower. I wanted to give her a full 2 weeks. So we are going to defoliate, and we are going to clean up. We are going to clean up Louise, and the other girls. They need to be cleaned up a little bit too, but they're not going to be a lot of work because, like I said, we defoliated those girls really good about 6 days ago, and everybody is happy, including Grow Daddy. Very happy because the girls have stretched out wonderfully. They look beautiful. Come on. All right, you guys. Light segment, you guys. Let's talk about what we did in the tent this week, and that's another thing we do here is we run through what we did in the tent all week long. We run through our lights. We run through our environment. We run through our water, what we're watering. Because water's, even though I don't do much, the amount of water I put on the girls tells us how healthy they are.
Yeah, we get pretty micromanagey about recording that.
We absolutely do. You guys, for lights, we're using an FC4000 EVO, and it's a Mars Hydro. It fits a 2x4. Any light will work. I think any light will work if you have enough watts to a certain degree, but having a nice light, you can set the light a little lower in the tent. Less quality lights, you want to put a little higher and turn them up a little more.
To get better even coverage.
Yeah, but if you have a really good light, that's the whole point of having a good light is your coverage is going to be better at a lower setting.
And that means you can save electricity,
That means efficiency, okay? That is efficiency, and that's what I like is these lights were very, these lights are very efficient.
They're good value.
And they're a good value, yes. They're not too expensive, and
they're really high quality.
They're high quality light. And I'm not being paid to say that, you guys. This is what they sent me this stuff, by the way.
Thanks, Mars Hydro.
Yeah, just to let you guys know, but I'm not obligated.
Yeah, no strings attached.
There's no strings attached. I was shopping for these lights. This is the light I would have in the tent anyway. Although if somebody wants to give me a light worth a lot more than this and a better quality light,
we're open.
We're open for it, but I'm not buying it, and I wouldn't suggest any of you guys buy it.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
It's a good value.
Yeah, so we're at 12-12 hanging 15 inches from 8. We flipped them over, and watts are kind of weird right now.
We're in. I just figured it out. We're in photon flux. We're in a flux situation where you're kind of fiddling with it every day.
This last 2 weeks, since I started them stretching, I started turning the light up a little bit, which I really have started experimenting on the last couple of grows. Because normally, when I flip them over, I don't touch the lights, and the DLI goes down for 2 weeks, and they stretch.
What's DLI, sweetie?
The DLI in the tent?
No,
right
I don't
now,
mean what's It's just daily light integral. The DLI goes down because they have 6 fewer hours of light, and that means that their total daily light consumption goes way down.
If you don't turn the lights up and you've given them less hours a day, your DLI will be a lot lower. And it typically is when I go into when I flip the switch, I don't just turn the lights up with it and try to keep the same DLI. And I'll tell you why. I know people do it, and I see people do it online or on YouTube's, and I hear people in the comments tell me they do it. I worry about the stretch. So first I want to see my girl stretching before I start turning up the lights. First I fill up the tent, and then I want to see my girl start stretching, and then I'll start dialing up the light a little bit when I look at it. And I'll tell you what, I've been turning up the lights, and I'm at different levels in both tents because we were doing 2 different things. I raised Louise up today. You
mean you put a book under her?
No, I put another platform on her because she was way lower. She was down here. And the reason for that was I've been giving her less par so she would stretch, I've been
trying to reach up to the light, right?
I've been trying to give her 320, par, during the stretch where I've been raising this girl, the whole entire time. And right now we are currently in this tent, at, what did I write down? I wrote down, we're at 178 watts. Remember, we've run 100 watts our whole grow.
Yep.
So I started dialing this tent up this week. Just this week, I think I started kind of dialing this tent up a little bit. And we're about 580. We're about 580 par on top. Now, this girl was down, Louise was down here. She was only getting maybe 340, 350, while this girl was getting much more watts, much more par. She stretched out real nice, but today I raised them, and now they are level with each other, getting the same amount of par, which is about 580. And we're going to get those girls up to almost 800 par when we're finished. We'll be running at about 280 watts. Tent 2 over here, we are at 225 watts over here in this tent. Quite a bit more. I've really tried to keep these girls down.
Yeah, those ones are really stretching. You don't want them to stretch too much more.
I think they're kind of all done stretching.
Hopefully. Yeah.
I even turned the lights up again on them today.
Good.
And they're getting about 700 par already. And we'll be at about 800 par when we've got those girls turned up to 280 par. And that's our goal. We may go up a little higher this season. Who knows?
Yeah, because we got better lights.
Well, we've had better lights. It's not our first grow with these lights. Last season we did a great job with these lights, but I may experiment by going give them a little bit more par. But you want to know what? I'm paying attention to the leaves.
Yeah. So what are
these girls are praying like you would not believe?
Wait, what are the leaves telling you?
The leaves right now in this tent are telling me they're good.
How do they tell you that?
They tell me that because if they're doing this, if they're hunched over and doing this, they're telling me it's too much light. And then you'll see the girls, if you don't adjust your light and take a little light off them, your girls will just get worse. They'll fall
start,
off. They'll turn
yellow and
they'll shrivel up. They'll do all kinds of weird things, right? And then you think you're overwatering. You think it's lights.
Oh yeah. And what if their leaves are level? What do you think of that?
I think if the leaves are level, like these girls are, they're kind of getting what they want, not too much. But I'll tell you what, here it is. We've got the girls turned up over here, and I'll tell you, they're kind of praying over here.
They are.
Which
I think that goes with the horticultural theory that they are at full tilt.
Okay.
They're going full tilt.
Mrs. Grodaddy and I do not see eye to eye on this at all. Just to let you guys know.
Well, I don't even know.
Well, you've got your opinion though, right?
Yeah.
As a lot of these people watching us have their opinions, and the science is that if they're up like this, I think the science is that if they're praying, they are
at full tilt. They've got as much light as they can handle.
See, and I keep turning the light up, and they keep on praying. So that's not necessarily. I believe when they're praying, they want more light, and I believe if you have praying plants, they want more light. You're not giving them enough light. So I'm gonna hit these guys with light until they stop praying.
Okay, now we're into it. Now we're into the weeds here. So let's say, remember you were saying the reason you feel like that is because you have seen grows where they had insufficient light.
And I knew the light they were using. I used the same light in previous grows. I knew the light they were using. I knew they didn't have enough light. They're hanging at 16 inches, so I know the par they're giving the canopy. And I see all their plants doing this.
Yeah.
I know it's not enough light. I know it's not enough light. I know that's what my
and yet the horticulturalists would tell us differently. But there's just
my experience speaks.
Yeah.
My experience speaks to me more than what I hear. I mean, I see.
Observation, yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say, you guys. And as far as our DLI in the tent, we don't like to say right now because I'll tell you what, they're in flux.
Yeah.
You know, they're just in flux right now. For the last 2 weeks, I'm turning them up. Now, the reason why the different watts and the different pars and the 2 different temps is because the girls have asked for 2 different things.
That's right. And when you watch the leaves and you obey what the leaves are asking for, then you get different wattages.
And different pars.
Different par, that's what I meant.
And the whole idea here, you guys, of not growing a scrog like I grow, this is one of the benefits of not having a net. I'm able to move my girls up and down, closer to the light, far to the light. One plant might just be genetically give me more light. You know, one plant might be, that's too much light, so I got to put her down in the canopy, and I'm able to take the pot and lift it up or put it down.
And not to mention another thing, and this is not really about light, but with the scrog net, it's really hard to get in there and groom them, like defoliate and fiddle around. They're just kind of stuck in there, and all the things that you do.
It's nice, but at this point, I can't really do anything, but I can. Like,
you can pull them out.
I can pull them out. I don't think I'm going to pull her out. I don't think I'm going to pull her out today, or any of the girls. I think I'm going to do the defoliation, you know, inside the tent.
In place.
Yeah, but I could pull them out and put them on a stool, spin them around, and really give a good defoliation, and put them back in the tent.
Which you could never do with a scrog.
Which is really nice. Now remember, I kind of do this because I feel like it's an art. I feel like growing's an art, and I have a ball with it. I have a great time with it. I love training my girls. I only have 4. We talked about this. If I had more, I think it'd be work.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to be work. I grow enough for me and my friends. What else do I need right there, right? So let's talk about the water in the tent this week, you guys. As far as water in the tent, it's kind of exciting. It always is. It's my favorite segment, you guys. I love the water. One, I only come down here for, 10 or 15 minutes and throw some water on top. The plants are not hydrophobic because I'm watering to moistness, and they're staying moist.
What do you mean by hydrophobic?
Well, when you don't water, say you take your plants, you're in 5-gallon containers and you're drying back. And dry back is basically you're watering, and then you wait until you lift up on it and it feels light. You can feel there's no water really.
And then you saturate it to run off.
You saturate it to run off.
And then you wait again for it to all dry up.
Absolutely. I'm not doing that. What I do is I have a moisture meter. I have these blue mat moisture meters in here. There's Inuits. Is that how you pronounce it?
I don't even know the other ones. I don't even shop for them.
Inuits. There's other moisture meters that are probably even easier and better than these. These aren't cheap, and you got to get one for each pot.
They're just about $100 Canadian each.
They were when I bought them a couple years ago. I suspect they're probably about the same price.
And they're big, and you actually need to put it in the pot and leave it there. It's not the kind of thing like my houseplant moisture meter. You just plug it in, pull it out.
Hey, listen, people weren't really using a lot of moisture meters when I started using them a few years ago, but now people are using moisture meters. I see them in everybody's grow now, and there's more of them out there. And I think there's ones I would have tried before buying these expensive ones. That's all I'm saying. Inuit, I don't know.
Is that because you're frugal?
I'm frugal, and there's nothing wrong about being frugal because, and that's the whole thing about me not putting a bunch of all these things you can buy to put in your soil to boost up your grow. I don't feel any of that shit really works to any.
But you got these blue mat moisture meters. They're big, they're expensive, but they sure work like a hot damn, don't they?
Been using them for a couple of years. They haven't broken. They work just fine. They're very simple, and we probably have a little chart. Right?
Yeah,
we'll put a little chart over here, how they go.
Because they display these readings on them. They're called millibars. Yeah.
And we water. To give you an idea of what I'm watering now, they're really. And I know I'm probably running along on this, but I want to let you guys know. Running with these moisture meters, I'm able to water to, in the chart you'll see, to about 40 or 50 in the morning, right?
Millibars. And a low millibar reading, like a low number, means it's wet, and a high number, like in the hundreds, means it's dry.
Yeah, you can water down to 0, and they're completely saturated. And when you're watering to moist, that's not what you want to do. You want to water, if you're using blue mat moisture meter, you probably want to water to 40 or 50 when they're this size. 40 or 50. Next day, come in and water them to bring them back to a level bring them back to a level where you can water to 40 or 50 the next day. And that's what you do every day. And we've actually reached some great water in the tent. I'm really happy to tell you guys that we have some great water averages. I'll tell you, they're not water averages because the last couple days, Louise, drinking a lot.
Louise is catching up.
She's catching up. Only 1.2 liters a day on Louise.
That was her weekly average for this week, but
That's every day.
if you
1.2 liters.
Yeah, but her last couple days would be more like 1.8 or 1.9 or something.
Right, because I've watered the last few days. I've watered 1.6, 1.8, 1.9.
It's just going up and up.
So she's really drinking quite well. All these girls are drinking more than these averages because they're increasing. And next week our averages will be a lot higher. But nevertheless, Colette's drinking 2.1. Those numbers are great. We like to see we usually see 2.5, 2.6, right? 2.4, 2.5 when they're drinking the most.
They're stacking their buds.
So they're not done yet.
They're building.
And this is important because the more water they drink, the more nutrients they're drinking. So we look at this as health. And we love to see Louise is getting right out of her runtiness. She's going to be drinking, I'm hoping she's drinking, gets up to 2.5 like the rest of the girls because she looks absolutely beautiful. Black buds, can't wait. I'm excited, can't wait. Black bud, right now, I'm going to show you black buds.
Yeah.
That is so exciting to see so early in their in the cycle.
The pistils came out and it just all started going dark. It was so cool.
Chantel's drinking 2 liters, you guys, right here. And down there on the end, Marie is drinking 1.9 liters. But I'm really giving them all around 2 or better at this point. So they're doing awesome. That tells me they're drinking, they're healthy.
Wait, are you going to do a top dressing anytime soon?
Next week.
Yeah.
We do a top dressing in the 3rd week, and that's really all we do through our grow is one top dressing. And we'll take some Gaia Green 284, and we'll drop a top dressing next week on them. We'll put some worm castings, and I'll put some worm castings.
Some goodies, some stuff.
Just some worm castings. Worm castings, some little jolt of nitrogen, a little jolt of some good, and I'll mix. And
284.
I might mix a little soil with that too. I don't know. And then we'll put that on the top of these girls and water them, and they're done. Set it and forget it, baby. We're not adding bottle. I'm not a sucker. I'm not adding bottle nutrients.
Does that make you feel like a chump?
In a couple different ways, because bottle nutrients are nothing more than mostly water, really. And they're very expensive if you looked at it compared to adding amendments to the soil. Your bottle nutrients.
Just dry amendments.
Yeah, dry amendments are much less expensive. Bottom line, you get dry amendments, and that's how you're doing it, much less expensive. Your bottle organic nutrients, much more expensive. And we won't even talk about synthetic nutrients, okay? Because that's a science experiment to me. Absolutely, you've got
too much calculation. When you come down here, you get high, and then you're gonna screw up your calculation. You know it.
Well, or you just listen. If this is what excites you about the grow is adding things every day to your water and trying to boost everything up. And I know when I ran bottle nutrients, I was able to go heavy, and I was able to push my girls chemically, or I should say fertily. Able to push nutritionally. I was able to really kind of push my girls a little bit. But it was a lot of work, and I don't know. We used to get more of a yield, but then we used to count larvae. So it's kind of weird because now we only count the dense buds.
Yeah.
You know, we give you all the weights. That's also what we do.
Oh yeah, guys, tune in for our yield video at the very end of our season. We always do a full breakdown of the whole yield. We show you all the buds and break it all down into A, B, and C and larvae.
And of course,
buds.
you can go back and look at our previous seasons to see how we do it if you're interested in comparing your grows, with ours. I know that's why you guys are tuning in, not only to watch me, to hear me, also to compare. Comparing grows is great because maybe you'll see something in my grow that you're not doing in your grow and you'll want to change something in your grow. Or maybe you'll see that I'm making a mistake and not growing as much as you.
And let us know, yeah.
Yeah, let us know. It probably won't make me change what I'm doing because I'm doing this stuff in my sleep at this point.
Grow Daddy's a little stubborn too.
I'm not stubborn. I get what I want out of this grow and I'm just having fun. Yeah. You know, this is fun, you guys. I've been growing for 5 years. I'm an amateur like most of you guys watching. I'm not a beginner anymore. I'm not going to call myself a beginner grower, but I'm definitely still an amateur learning, having fun. I don't know if you...
Just sharing our journey here.
Absolutely. That's the water in the tent this week, you guys. I'm telling you. Awfully exciting though, huh, you guys? These girls are drinking. They're looking beautiful. Let's talk about our environment. You can't say environment without saying VPD. Okay, that's vapor pressure deficit, you guys. And we have a chart right up here. And we had somebody in the comments. I want to go on. So we had somebody in the comments that said, I'm a mere mortal. I forgot who that was.
Oh yeah, I wanted to know how to use the VPD chart.
Yeah, wanted to know how to use the VPD chart. Did you?
It's just a sort of like an intersection of your humidity and your temperature.
Yeah, you've got I think you got temperature on the top or humidity on the top. and temperature on the side or humidity on the side.
Temperature's on the side, humidity's
and
on the
you just
top.
bring it right here. You bring it, you cross-reference, and on the bottom it will say seedling, veg, and flower, and it'll be color orientated. It's pretty easy, my guy. It's pretty damn easy to look at that and figure out where to be.
So if you're in the seedling stage or the veg stage or the flower stage, you just look up whatever color that is, and you want to stay in that color band.
I think I did a good job of explaining that to this listener, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if I didn't, you guys help them out in the comments, because the chart isn't hard to read. I mean, it's pretty, if you download it and look at it, it's pretty easy to see.
Well, if we can figure it out.
That's what I'm thinking. You know, he said I'm a mere mortal. What does that mean? Does that mean like you're fucking dumb like I am?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm dumb, and you know, maybe you're a little dumber than I am. I don't know. Or you didn't download
I
the
doubt
chart.
that. I
love you guys.
I doubt
and
he's
tease,
dumber
so
than
don't
us.
Don't take that personal. I'm just joking, you guys.
He's actually a really smart guy.
Who is?
The one who said
Not
that.
me? Why don't you say I'm an actually smart guy?
You're really smart too.
Yeah, I
You're
need
smart.
that. I need that too. RVPD in the tent, you guys. And when I say what RVPD is, I'm not going to tell you what those numbers are.
The
Because
KPAs?
when people say I'm a 1.9 or whatever it is, I'm this. Please, you would have to actually get out a chart and look at it.
I'm going to calculate it to put on the sidebar because I can do that.
I don't have it here.
No, I didn't do it because I didn't bother this morning.
Okay. Needless to say, I'm trying to keep my temperatures right now in flower between 75 and 78 degrees temperature. Fahrenheit, and that would be between 24 and 25 Celsius. And as far as humidity, they've been about 60, right? But I'm going to get them probably down to 55 this next week, right? They've been running,
and that's percent relative humidity.
Yeah. And so I brought that down from 70 when they were in veg. And temperatures I've also brought them down because I want to run my flowers in a lower temperature, something below 80 degrees, probably below 78. You know, between 70, I like to say between 75 and 78, but trying to keep it around 75.
And there's reasons for that. It's partly because of the chart, but also terpenes and trichomes and stuff like that. They say that the higher temperature in flower can kind of like melt those trichomes, and you lose some of your terpenes. It can make the trichomes a
little more volatile.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes we can't help it. We're in hot environments, and
if you're outside, forget it. You just
I saw Hyagrain last year, a couple years ago, when they moved their whole thing over to a new thing, and they didn't have air conditioning. They ruined their whole grow. Yeah. And they had to put in a whole air conditioning unit and everything else. They couldn't grow in the temperatures that they were getting in their grow room, which will tell you, you really got to be situated to stay. You know, some people try at 80 degrees. I know I flowered at 80. You can do it. I wouldn't want to go too far above 80 or in, you know, I wouldn't want to go.
We're kind of lucky in our shitty Victoria, BC.
Stop it. This is the Hawaii
climate.
Of Canada. So stop it. There's other Canadians listening to this that said, fuck you. I would move to Victoria's weather in a minute. I'll tell you that right now.
Let's say this is as good as it gets in Canada.
Yeah.
But, you know, I got to say we're kind of lucky here because it's a temperature. Yeah, temperate.
It's
moderate.
Moderate temperatures.
We never really need to mess too much with the temperature.
No, but we're in the basement and it's kind of cold. Very easy to control our environment with our dehumidifier.
Except we don't have air conditioning, which some people do. Most people have air conditioning.
We don't have air conditioning, and we don't buy a little air conditioner for the room. We don't need to. We just open our door and let a little cold air in. But we try not to flower or dry
like in
August.
July or August, late July or early or August, and
because we have a hard time keeping our temperatures below 70, and we really want to keep our temperatures in the grow room below 70 when we're drying and when we're flowering. We want the option because when the lights are on at 70 degrees. We're 80 degrees. We're over 80 degrees in here. So we've got our own fights, our own battles, you guys. I know you guys got yours, but that's how we do it here in the tent. That is our VPD, you guys. That's our vapor
Holy
pressure
smokes,
deficit.
are we ready for some...
Weed porn. Let's go, you guys. Take a good look at these girls, and I want to warn you guys right now, okay, you guys? I want to warn you guys about our time on our videos. We've been running longer on our videos because we've been showing more.
It's training.
It's something new. Every YouTuber out there is trying to do the 20-minute video, 30-minute video, trying to show you things really quickly or sell their products very quickly. They're not giving you the time you deserve. That's all I'm saying. You guys deserve more time, okay? And for those of you that don't want more time,
There's this thing called a timestamp in the description. You just
Yeah, it's on the bottom.
Fast forward.
It's a yeah, you can fast forward to any segments you want or through any segments you want. But a lot of guys, and we have proof of this in the comments. For every one comment that says, hey, the video was a little long, you guys, there's 10 or 20 videos saying, you guys, we want longer. We want longer. We love the length of the videos. What we started doing was, basically what we started doing was saying, fuck it. We want to show our beginners and other people how we play with the girls, how we train the girls. And in doing that, it takes a lot of time. Like today, our weed porn segment, this is our last long segment of the season, you guys. Because this is our final day really training the girls. What we're going to do is we're going to make sure we have a level canopy, and we're going to kind of walk away at this point, you guys. So we've got to defoliate Louise, because she hasn't been defoliated yet. The other 3 girls were defoliated 6 days ago. We're going to clean those girls up. It's been 2 weeks since we flipped them. And the 2-week mark is when we clean them up, and we basically...
Are you going to do...
We ship them off to some sort of all-girls
finishing school.
Finishing school. We ship them off because we're done with them. We're done with the training and all the time in the tent. But today we're going to spend some time in weed porn segment. If you guys don't like it,
skip it.
Well, I also want to say, if you don't like it, you're not the majority. You're not the majority. So you're going to have to do the work to skip through things. We did always we cut out so much stuff before. We cut out, us talking about stuff. We tried cutting
highlights.
Because you know what? We had it in our heads that our viewers had no patience.
Yeah.
They had the patience of a 20-year-old. They can only watch something for 5 minutes and they got tired of it. Well, we found out different. Most of our viewers are between 35 and 60 years old. That's our demographics. We don't have any viewers really under 30. Very few. Most of them are 35. That's our biggest. Between 35 and 60 are our main demographics. And I think you guys understand. You guys get it. You guys have a little more patience.
Hey, we've got some young folks who dig it.
They're the more mature ones, though. That's anybody else. We don't have mature young people watching us because we don't do the 10-minute YouTube that they can handle because they're off to other things. Anyway, I just wanted to add that we're going to spend some time in the tent today.
So brace yourselves.
So brace yourselves.
Maybe get yourself a snack or a cup of coffee and
light up and enjoy weed porn today because, like I said, it's going to be a
show.
It's going to be a show. Come on! Okay, guys, we've made it, you guys. I'm very excited today because I'll tell you what, the girls are looking really special. This is tent 1 with Louise and Colette, our Quebec cannabis seeds. We have Quebec Black Bud, Louise, and we have Frosted Gelato is Colette. Let's take a good close look at Louise right now. We're going to actually pull Colette out of the tent and we're going to really defoliate Louise really quick. The other girls aren't going to need as much because they were defoliated six days ago. Let's give you a really good look at Louise right now. Come on. Hello, Louise. Louise is our Quebec Black Bud from Quebec Cannabis Seeds. And I got to be honest with you guys, look at these black buds. Check them out. She's beautiful. She needs to be, we're going to completely defoliate her right now after 2 weeks, okay? But look at the buds. 1 week, these buds have been, we saw pistols last week, and we've got all these beautiful black buds already.
It's just remarkable.
She's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Cannot wait to see her grow out and mature, as all of our young ladies will. But seeing black buds in the first week is amazing to me, and she's just going to be beautiful the whole grow. But she's got a lot of defoliating to do, and she's got a lot of what can I say? We got to take out the suckers. We've got to trim everything back, and let me show you how we do it. So let's get down to that, you guys. Come on, let's go. All right, here we go, Mrs. Grow Daddy. We're going to start our defoliation process probably at the bottom, like we normally do. What you really want to do on defoliating is we want a lollipop. Now we've got a lot of dead stuff in here that hasn't fallen. So we want to really clean out the bottom. But let's start with each stem as we go. So let's start with this stem and just look right here. Look at all this lower growth. Do you see this stuff here?
Let's see. Right.
Can you see all that?
Yep.
Okay.
You got to pull it off.
It's dark, so you can't see. Now some of this stuff, I'll be able to take my finger now and cut that stuff off. And then I'm going to take each bud. See these down? Look at these. I feel like we don't have any good light over here, Mrs.
That's
Grodat.
fine.
Is that fine? Then I'll take all these off. Right, like this. I'll take all these buds at every node. I'm going to take this one down to here, and I like to use my own. Now I'm just leaving the very top. She's a little lower in the canopy, you guys. I want to make sure she gives me a nice bud. So I'm going to make sure and get her to the top. And then I just go to the next one. Okay, and I take that off. I just go to the next one. And so I went all the way down her stem. Okay, and I take her lower leaves. See her lower leaves that are pointing in? There's some lower leaves pointing in, and we're just taking those off. We're keep getting our canopy up here, okay, you guys? We're going to lollipop up to here, so keep that in mind.
You're going to keep like the top 2/3?
I would say on her, because she's really short, maybe half.
Right, okay.
You know, because she's really short. Now, our other girls are probably 3/4, you know, only a quarter off the bottom because they're so tall. But here's a sucker. Just to give you an idea what a sucker is. A sucker is just a bud site or that isn't going to stem.
Let's see if it's black.
Oh, it's not. There's not even a bud on it, is there?
No.
Barely.
Yeah.
You see, there's barely a bud on that.
That's not going to break my heart to see, but I have a feeling we're going to have
we'll have some long ones.
So we're just sad moments.
So you guys just watch, and I'm just going to go through this, and Miss Grodat and I will kind of talk, and you guys see what I'm doing here. I'm just taking off, and she's going to catch as much as she can. I'm going to see if I can put this back. I almost want more lighting. Can I bring some more lighting over here, Mrs. Grodat?
And if you see something
Let me see if we can get some more lighting in here. I think that might. Is that going to be a little better there? I think maybe. Just want to get the best lighting possible. So
you should see our setup here. It's just a little bit rinky-dink.
Well, and here's a big one. Now look at this one. See, and I'm going to have to cut that way down here.
Let's see if that had an actual black bud on it.
They don't, but they will. They'll end up budding, and it'll just be larvae. It'll be useless.
Taking Louise's energy.
Yeah. See, and those are nice. Those are nice stems, and then we'll just take the energy going all the way up to the top. This is what pisses people off. But I've actually, people are starting to grow this way, and I see them in the comments, and they absolutely love this style of growing.
If it's enough for you, like if you're not like attached to, are you gonna take that pull that one off there? That one there?
I should.
Yeah.
I should.
It's not going to join up. You know
I should.
You know it's larf.
And I don't think it's going to stretch much, so that might not be too bad. Because I don't feel like I'm going to get a lot more stretching out of these, Mrs. Grodat.
So you're going to leave it?
I think I'm going to leave it. It's really depending on the stem and where they're at. Now
and that's a thick stem.
That's a decent
stem.
But let's trim that all the way to the top.
So a factor in your decisions whether to keep it or take those buds is like if the stem is thick, you figure it can support more.
And here's one right here. This is a bud coming off of this. You see, and that's, I don't know, it's taking away from this. And I'm going to take this one off as a sucker. It's kind of lower in the canopy.
It's never going to make it to the top.
Not really. It might produce some larvae, some really good larvae for you guys that like larvae. Don't cut that off. And I'm also going to be removing any of these curlers or bud clips, whatever you want to call them, as I kind of go and see them. And they're kind of all coming off. And as we go around here, I'm going in here and I'm just cleaning out anything. We got a lot of stuff just falling off this girl because she's so overgrown in the middle. Yeah,
some of those leaves right at the bottom, they're wasting their own damn energy.
Well, they end up going. They end up wanting to come off anyway, and we'll spin it around.
Yeah, they're not getting enough light.
That's right. They're not getting enough light, so they'll end up coming off. So let's go to the inside ones. We just kind of go through this. We go in here. We look in here. Let's cut off some. We're just tearing off some of anything we see, and we do see suckers. And like I said, if we get into detail, we'll be here for hours. If I try to film every single step I'm doing, try to catch what you guys can as I play with the girls. And I'm just going to go through the girls. Miss Grodat is going to catch what she wants. And she's going to probably talk some science, right? Mrs. Grodat, you got anything to talk about? Come on, we got to be interesting.
This is the GDTV Style, so it's not everybody's cup of tea, but this is how GroDaddy does it. There's a lot of, I would say, kind of like shocking moments in here, which we'll probably be catching a couple of sad moments where we'll see a branch or stem with a beautiful
bud that I have
black
to take off?
Bud that just goes into the trash.
Yeah, well, we're just making sure we cut off all of this stuff and we go around. Now, it's going to take, I'll probably go around it a couple times, but we've got this kind of cleaned off really nice in this couple stems. And here's another one. This is another big one that I hate taking these off.
Let's see.
See? It's still got no flower on it
Yeah,
yet. It's got a little flower just starting.
Yeah, it's not even getting light anyway.
No.
Don't feel bad. And you know, if you do want to grow this style, like it does take a certain amount of, what would you call it, cojones.
I would say most people don't want to trim this stuff up because they're afraid of losing yield from doing this. And this will give you probably a little less yield.
Yeah.
But it'll give you more quality buds than you would have. This is in my growing experience.
It's a theory.
It's more than a theory. I think I know it's more than a theory because for me, it's just absolutely.
It's just what we notice, and like, you know, it's funny because I make sourdough bread, and I've become a bit of a sourdough whisperer. And there's things that I do that just might seem a little counterintuitive sometimes, but like you just get to know what works.
You know what? We've mentioned this before about you growing sourdough, Mrs. Grow Daddy. It's actually what it has.
I should do a sourdough channel.
You should do a sourdough channel. She just really. I know it's some of the best sourdough ever, though. Grow Daddy, as long as she makes me sourdough, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. So just getting in there and cutting out.
Is it a marriage enhancer?
Oh, it's definitely a marriage. It's definitely a hubby keeper because that sourdough bread is absolutely.
You can't buy it at the store.
You can't buy it at the store.
It's like your bud, though. It's like it's craft.
This is craft
sourdough.
bud. Now you can go to the dispensary. You can go to the dispensary. And you can go to the dispensary and get some good buds. Mm-hmm.
But you don't know if they've used all these chemicals on. I don't think it's healthy.
You know what? Bill Maher. Mm-hmm. I listen to his podcast every now and then, and he's mentioned a couple times that he grows his own dope. Mm. Bill Maher grows, and I'm kind of curious about that because he says he knows exactly what's in it, and he's not messing around. So I'll just kind of go around this. Now I'm missing stuff, but I will come back. I will come back to thin out, but I see so much here. And in fact, if I can just grab my glasses real quick, because that's probably what I'm missing here. Let me grab these.
When you get the stuff at the dispensaries, and I don't want to be...
Let me grab my glasses, my reading glasses. And...
Now, I don't want to be morbid or anything, but...
cleaning it to the top, you guys. Look at that. See how that's stretching up there? Look at that. We're going to clean this lower one off. Look at it. Nice little black bud on there. We're going to leave those top 3 nodes. See, they're real small, but those nodes are going to stretch and become a decent-sized little bud on the top. And here's one. I'm going to hate doing this even more. Look at this. See this? I could keep all these nodes right here. I'm taking them off. Taking that one off. I'm taking that one off. Yeah, I'm taking them off. I'm not messing around. Anything else? Take that one off.
Do you think Louise is really hating this?
Well, she's going to drink a little less water, or she's really going to slow her water down for a couple days because of this.
It's gonna sting.
And then of course we have leaves that are pointing in, so I like to take those off. And
yeah, I think Louise is probably not enjoying this. It's gonna be okay, Louise.
It's like a day at the spa. It's like a day at the spa. You get your back beaten up a little bit with a massage.
Or like one of those facials where they pop all your zits and you come out and you're all red.
Yeah, but you know what? The next day you feel cleaner.
You're
feel
smooth
refreshed.
And clean. And
so
it's like getting waxed.
So I'll take another stem, you guys, and I'll go like this. And I'm also going to do Cushman Chiropractic and show you how I strengthen these. You know, let me do this one real quick since it's kind of sticking.
Are we going to get a Cushman Chiropractic?
You know what? Maybe I'm gonna defoliate this real quick, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the Cushman Chiropractic last.
Okay.
Okay.
Because you get a kind of better look at all your.
And I also have more access to my stems when I have less leaves on them. And there's another pretty good size. A lot of these little things that are just.
And they don't have buds on them yet.
Yeah. So. Look, we got a nice little pile here so far. We're just making it through here.
It's kind of transforming, though, I can see.
And after we get this all done, she's going to have a lot less leaves falling off of her because she's going to have only the leaves that she wants to have.
Yeah. The ones that are actually getting some light.
Yeah. Lots of suckers. Oof. Yeah, but they're all short for the most part. I got them all. Oh, here's a couple longer ones here. Neither one of those are making. It's a whole stem. I hate. Look, that's just not going to make it, you guys.
No, here.
I'm going to cut it way down here. Yeah, it goes all the way down.
Oh yeah.
Goes all the way down to here. I'm going to cut way down here.
Ain't gonna make it.
Let me show you. I'm going to cut right down here.
Let's see the length of that one.
Pretty good length, and it had two on it. But as you can see, there's not even any buds on it yet.
No.
It would end up being larf. It's down below the canopy.
They're not in the light.
It isn't happy where it's at now, and it's not going to get any happier. You know, but you could get some nice larfy buds off it. So if you like your love, if you like your larf, you know, keep it.
It's just a different strategy.
It's a different strategy. It's also a different use. Okay, I'm going too fast around there without clearing off some of these stems up here and leaves. So let's like run down this stem and clear this stem off right here. There we go. There we go. We gotta wrap this up here, Mrs. Grodaddy. We'll finish this one. I've got things to do today. That's the bottom line is I'm gonna go out and do a little practicing. Now here's a nice one. Okay, that's a nice, but then I'm gonna clean this off. I'm gonna clean up on the top. Look at that, I'm gonna leave that. That's all I'm leaving on the top.
Okay.
Okay, I'm leaving that. And here's another one. I'll take some. Here's another one, and here's a sucker. And we'll take that off.
Yeah, although some people might find this like watching paint dry, but other people might go, oh, okay.
That's how you do it.
All right,
that's how you do it. Other people go, that's how you do it.
I'm not crazy to take all that off.
I'm not crazy, and then look at this. Look at this. Here's what you're going to think I'm crazy for. Look at that. Can you see? Can you see all those buds on there?
Yeah.
So I'll start right down here on the bottom, and that's a nice little bud starting there. Look at that.
Let's see it.
So that's a nice bud.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like it'd be a nice bud. I say popcorn bud.
But you gotta do.
Larf.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do if you want that. The muffin tops. These are the muffin tops.
It's. I want to relate it a little bit to golf. I will. I like to make all my analogies for golf. What you have to do is you have to envision things when you're playing golf. Envision your shot, and then you have to hit your ball with that confidence that that's what you're going to hit.
Put everything else out of your mind.
Pretty much, and also have the confidence to take that big swing. You know, and then look at this little one. This one should be shaven off, but I think it might make it to the top. Okay. You see? It's kind of coming off of this one.
I see. If you part them, you could maybe.
I think it's a sucker that's going to stay up there. So I'm gonna trim it all the way to the top because it's a very small stem. So we don't need anything but a little popcorn bud on top. And then
and you know, popcorn buds can be dense and very smokable and nice.
As long as they're hard. As long as they're hard.
As long as they're not fluff.
That's right.
And you know, I don't know about you, but like I said, I feel like a chump when I'm trimming larf, and you know.
Well, and I also miss stuff, you guys. I mean, let's get real. I miss stuff. I miss stuff, and in a couple days from now, I'll come back in, and we do have some tape on this one. Do I have a date on there? I don't have a date, but you know, I haven't broken a stem in many, many days, so I've kind of know. And we're going to take this one to the top too. Okay, we're going to take that one to the top. Take them all the way to the top because this node's too far down.
Too thin.
It's too far down. So I'm taking that one to the top. There's like 2 or 3 nodes, and she may still stretch out a little bit. Let's take this tape off. Sometimes this tape can be a little bit difficult to take off. Sometimes it can be easy to take off. But one way or another, we always get the tape off if we're being careful. And there it is. And there it is. There's the fixed branch. I broke that in half.
Wow.
You see, and it's nice and strong.
Yeah.
Okay?
Like a knuckle, like a broken bone fused.
Exactly.
And that's basically how the Cushman chiropractic works too. You kind of break down the fiber and it just regroups.
Exactly. And we're gonna give a good lesson on the Cushman chiropractic today. Anyways, I know this is taking a long time, you guys, but this is why I like to listen to Joe Rogan normally while I'm doing this. I'm doing this for you guys. If I was doing it for me, I'd be listening to a nice podcast.
And it would be nice if we were allowed to just rebroadcast Joe Rogan or something. But he would
I'd put that in my background when I was doing that. Would Joe Rogan sue us?
Well, his people would sue us.
Even though I like him.
They would just get us taken down.
Even though I like him and I think he's a nice guy, I think his people would sue us.
Well, YouTube would take us down.
Oh, that's right. We have to be.
And even if we played some classic rock in the background, they would take us down.
Got some more clips we'll take off as we go.
That's why we do our royalty-free funk music in the background, because it's royalty-free. I got my
Now
license.
look at this one. From all the way from the bottom. Look at that stem. The whole thing.
Which one?
The one up right here in front.
Holding? Okay.
You see all the flowers on it? One flower here, flower, flower, flower. Watch this. Gone. 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 And gone. Yeah, there it is.
Yep, there
it
you go.
is, right up to the top, you guys.
Brutal, ruthless.
Here's a big. Here's a big one, a big sucker, right here. I'll show it to you. It's got a little black bud on it. See there? She's gone. Our pile's getting bigger. Look at that. Our pile's getting bigger. This plant's getting a little more empty.
Yeah.
And the more we do this, we can keep on going around her, because the more we take off of her, we'll see some things we didn't see on the first pass. So we'll keep turning her around. We want to be careful not to take off too many leaves, because we don't want to walk away from this going, oh God, what did I do?
Yeah, you can't put them back on.
You can't put them back on. So a good idea is walk around it, take off some stuff, then walk around it, take off some stuff, take a look at it. We don't want to take off too much stuff. Okay, we just want to take off all of our bud sites. All of our bud sites. And I don't know if we'll run through all the other girls this way, Mrs. Grodaddy. The other girls are more defoliated. They have a lot of bud sites to take off.
Yeah, I think this is probably the good example.
Look at this one.
Oh, that's a heartbreak.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to leave it on there.
Yeah, you might be able to bend.
No, I'm going to leave it on there.
Like bend.
No, I'm going to tell you why I'm going to leave it on there.
Why?
Yeah, maybe bend.
Bend that, and then the other one's on the top, see?
I think maybe I'll do that. Why don't I just put a clip in her right now? And I'm doing that because the stem.
We saved you.
The stem
we
is,
saved you.
but the stem is thick. You see, a lot of these stems aren't that thick, and this stem's thick, like it can really bring the nutrients up. See, look at this stem over here, thin. Look how thin it is compared to that.
Yeah, it's not going to.
You see?
Yep.
So we kind of want to use some common sense when we're also taking them off. Now look at this one down here lower. That's the one we're keeping. We're keeping that one?
Yep.
No, we're not. We're keeping that one, remember?
Yeah.
This one
is going to go.
is really a shame to take off, because look at the size of that little black bud.
Oh, God.
Okay, we take it off. That's our larf. And that's what we do. We take them off.
Because we're going for the muffin tops.
I know, this is so hard to do.
And you know, Louise, I think that this is like getting your legs waxed. Because it's not. I think it's not feeling very good for Louise right now. But you're gonna feel fresh and nice tomorrow, or maybe the day after.
A couple days. Well, because we're also gonna do Cushman chiropractic.
You might be a little bit red and bumpy.
Here's another low one I don't want to take off, but I have to. And look, it's way down here. Look, it's a nice size stem. Nice and thick, like it would give me a nice bud.
But
see you later.
Just not.
See you later. Look at that.
Not gonna reach.
No, but it'll give the branches on top better stuff. And as you can see, she's just gorgeous. She's just gorgeous. She's just gorgeous. There's a nice one. We're gonna take off that clip. It's been on there for a few days. We're gonna clean off the branch going all the way down to the stem. And
it's getting a little easier to see what you're doing, for me to see what you're doing.
Oh, because there's more light?
Yes.
There's more light in there
Fewer
now.
leaves in the way, yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to keep that one? No. That's got to come off.
Yep.
Okay, see these lower ones? Look at these lower ones.
Yep.
Yep, those are coming off.
Sometimes I think that you do this whole YouTube channel so that you can teach me how to do this, so I can just do it for you.
It would be nice.
You can go to, Mrs. Grodaddy, I would just like a selection of these strains, and can you please grow them for me? You know, the way I like them.
Yeah.
Like you taught me how to make
cook
coffee for you, or like how to make
special dishes.
How you liked me to make this or that.
Funny. I'm horrible.
First you
I'm
show
a backseat cook. And I'll take this off. Take this off. Just cleaning off everything that we're not keeping. A lot of this I got a little longer fingernail during this time of season, so I could do some defoliation with my fingernail. Saves me a little time. Look at that, it's all coming off. See, this is so far down here on this bud, it's coming off.
Yeah, it's not gonna make it.
There we go. Look at that, just the top. Just the top, you guys. You didn't close that door on me, did you, Mrs. Grady? Because I feel like I'm getting really hot. Or is it just the lights?
I don't know.
Okay. So let's go. Let's go. Look at this. Beautiful. Just take off all these little bud sites. And you know what? Throughout the flowering process, I think the first 5 weeks or so of flower, these buds will still keep on trying to come, and I keep picking them off. I don't let them.
Yeah, they keep coming
There's
back.
another one there. When I see them, I just...
Pretty soon they're just going to give up. I forget which week of flower it usually.
About the fifth week, I think they'll stop doing this.
They just absolutely quit.
But until that, I kind of got to go through the canopy. They're really easy to spot once you got the canopy nice and cleaned up.
Mm-hmm. Although a couple times you've just missed an entire big larfy bud right in the center of everything.
Well, I still might, because some of the other girls I might not take out. And then here's another clip we'll take out.
Yeah, I think because of the length of time this is taking, maybe the other ones will just do a little show and tell about...
I think we'll show what we're going to do on the other ones. So
but not take the time to do it.
Now, here's another one. Well, this has got a nice little branch coming off it. So this is a real little one. See? Look how thin this is. Okay, see how thin that branch is? Mm-hmm. You see how thick that branch is? Do you see the difference? Mm-hmm. This one, I'm going to take this branch, I'm going to take this flower, but I'm going to leave those. Mm-hmm. Do you see this one is real small? So real thin branch, so I'm just going to leave the very top. See? Okay. Just the top. It's going to get some light and be hard. We don't. And then let's go inside here, some of these middle ones, and see what we got going on in here. We've got branches, clean them all the way down to the bottom. We've got all these nodes we're cleaning off. Nodes. Nodes. Yeah, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're trying to think of a thumbnail for this, and I don't know what it could be, but I'm going to say Larfinator.
Larfinator, I like that.
The Larfinator, that's what you're...
I like that, Miss Grody. Can you make me Arnold Schwarzenegger for this thumbnail?
Absolutely. And, I keep meaning to start up my own Mrs. Grodaddy channel, which is going to be like how to use your iPhone and stupid iMovie like an amateur to do videos.
Well, you're not an amateur at making videos anymore, Mrs. Grodaddy.
Absolutely.
You're a pro. You're a pro.
You can't use iMovie if you're a pro. Let's put it that way.
Really?
I get no cred. I just use iMovie. But... This kind of thing, I'll tell you what, the AI is getting a little more fun. I'm no pro at that either. But
there we go. See these? It's a pretty thin branch. So, and she's not all the way up on top of the canopy. So let's just make sure she gives us a good bud by going all the way up to the top. Okay, let's make sure she gives us a good bud. Here's another broken branch, and I'll show you what I'm going to do to her in a minute here.
A broken branch? Well, with tape on it. Yeah.
Now, look at this. Now, this one... She's doing just great. I think this was the last one, so I didn't put it, I just don't want to take her off too soon.
You could just leave that, right?
No, I'm taking it. Okay.
Drum roll, please.
Oh, I took off the top leaf. I didn't want to do that. Damn it. Don't want to take off the leaves. So there we go. And then there's the fix. Look, she looks really good. Look at that. It's a knuckle now.
Yeah.
See, it's very strong.
Scar tissue.
Yeah, so this is a pretty thick branch. Okay, I think...
What if you put a curler
right here.
there?
Right here, done.
You did it.
I did it. I took it off. Okay. And then we go inside here. We see some more of this. And like I like to say, don't let this overwhelm you guys. That's what it used to be to me. I used to get overwhelmed when I had to defoliate. If you just start taking off stuff that's obvious, the other stuff starts jumping out at you. So just start at the bottom if you don't know where to start from, and work your way up each branch, and just do it conservatively.
You get more visibility as you go.
Yeah, just be conservative the first pass, and the second pass you can take off a little bit more. And as you can see, I am just going around her, taking off suckers, and doing all kinds of stuff. Look at the pile of leaves we have, Mrs. Grodaddy. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we got a nice little pile. That's not bad for this little girl to give all those
Louise,
leaves.
are you feeling a little, light in the loafers here?
Yeah, she feels a little light in the loafers, all right. And let's go inside. Here's another nice stem, nice thick stem. We're going to remove all this stuff. Look at all these beautiful buds. See, I can't see that, Miss Gruddy. You can see all those, huh? Really well. And look at this. You guys love to grow all those. And
all that.
I mean, I do too. I love to see people growing it because because I live vicariously. I live vicariously through you guys.
People who can afford to grow those great big stacked buds.
Yeah, and what did we say last week, Mrs. Grodetti, about LARF? We said I don't have, what was it? What was it saying? It was really funny. It was
You don't have time to grow it recreationally.
That's right. I don't have time. I don't grow
There's
LARF
the occasional
recreationally.
accidental LARF, but we don't grow it
Oh, look at this one. This is another one I hate to
intentionally.
do. Sometimes you might be able to bend the branch inside, but this one, look at this, off.
Let's see the size of that.
It's a good sized stem. Not really a bud at this point, or just starting.
It just wasn't getting enough light.
I can see that it's got a couple. It's got a couple.
Bud sites.
It's got a couple. What do you call it? Pistils.
Pistils, yeah.
But that's a nice stem. But if you don't cut it off, it's feeding the rest of the stem. Now I've got more energy going up to the top. Mm-hmm. And here's another one. Is that going to be a sucker? I might leave that in the middle. I don't know. It's pretty close to being a sucker. But nothing stops me from going back in a week or two.
Yeah, you can do that tomorrow.
The next day. If I see a sucker in the middle of flower, I don't care if I'm 5 or 6 weeks in flower. If I see a sucker just slowing everything else down,
I'll take it.
I'll cut it off. I don't mess around, you guys. And I certainly don't follow all the rules that I heard when I was learning how to grow. Because, the rules are you don't touch your plants after a certain time, and you don't want to mess with your plants too much. And alls I do, if a plant is healthy, alls I do. Now here's a good one to show you guys. Do you see how it's got a little V right down there at the bottom? And at one point,
where?
Right
okay,
here,
I see
you got
it.
a big stem coming. Remember, I probably pinched there, and I got these two stems.
Right.
One grew better than the other. This one didn't grow up, so we're getting rid of it. There it goes into the pot. Okay, and just cleaning off all the stems.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting. It's like you see the results of all the pinching.
Now we've already went around it once. Look, here we're back in the front again. You see, we're back in the front again. So we've already turned her and kind of went around once.
One cycle.
And and we're still, now that we're opening it up, we're finding more.
One revolution.
We're finding more stuff. Now here's a real skinny one going up off that other one. Is it going to make it up? Is it going to make? Yeah, she's good. She's made it up to the top. I like it. So we'll leave that one, and then we'll take this off, and we'll clean off all of those buds. I'm going to clean off that one. I'm going to clean off that one.
Yeah, I hope this camera work is getting a good enough view for people. So we'll rely on some feedback.
And I also think the repetition they're going to see, even if they miss something, they'll see me do it to another stem. You're going to catch me. Now we're kind of learning how to do this camera work and working together here.
It's like playing the Twister game.
Well, not only that, but just working together on things like the camera work and stuff. We're in each other's way, basically.
We don't snap at each other anymore.
Sometimes we do. We just did that defoliation video you're going to be putting out soon.
Yeah, you were a bit snippy at the beginning.
Yeah, because I was just I was a bit like, oh, I got to do this shit in front of the camera.
You were just. What you said, you were just getting overwhelmed, looking at your huge task and going like, oh God, I'm never going to get through this.
Not only that, but I was getting pissed that I couldn't listen to...
Joe Rogan.
See, and this one's over here. Look how low it is, Mr. Grady. Get down here, right over here. I'm over here. Look over here. See here? Mm-hmm. Now, let me trim that. Now, I'm way out here. Look how low in the canopy it is. Do you see?
Yeah.
Now, listen, it's a nice one. It's a nice one. Can we put that in the canopy a little better? Yes, we can. We can still move these things around.
And give that one a little bit of
What I'm going to do is
light.
I'm gonna twist her in here a little bit. Now look at her.
Right.
There. Look at that. She's in on top, and I kind of moved her there. So if you can still move stems around, you guys. Remember.
What if you did some kind of like almost like braiding of it? Like, could you kind of like wrap them around each other?
Yeah, you can use others to braid and go over, and I just don't want to take too much off of her. I'm really scared. But you know what? I keep on, as I go around her, I'm going around her again. I find more stuff. I see more stuff in the canopy, like I see this one right here. As we open up the canopy, we start to see more, and we're on the second pass. Mm-hmm. We're on the second pass.
When you start getting a little visibility in there.
Yeah, and then I can see some of these here. I tear off a few leaves I didn't really want to tear off, but that's okay. She's going to come back and thrive and grow really well.
Do you want these leaves here? Like they're not, seems like
I do. See, look where they at in the canopy. They're halfway. I don't want to cut out all their leaves.
I thought they wouldn't be getting any light.
Well, theoretically we can. Right now they're getting light. Now I can still opt to take leaves off in a week when I see it. But look, we're only halfway up on the canopy, Mrs. Grodaddy. So I don't want to take off all the leaves. So next thing you know, I got a canopy this size.
Yeah, and you don't want that.
No, not in the beginning.
That's where she gets her energy.
We get that way. We do that towards the end of flower. And of course, like on this stem, look at this stem right here. We've got a leaf pointing in, and let's get rid of that. You see some of these leaves that are pointing in.
Yeah, so if a leaf is pointing towards the center of the plant.
It's my method. It's my method.
You take it.
I do, and I would have to say it's not really mine because my first video that I ever watched was a Kyle Cushman video.
He taught you that.
Well, he showed me how he did it, and I applied it. And here's another branch that is kind of down in the canopy. I think we've done a pretty good job so far, Mrs. Grodaddy. I think we have everything kind of done, and I will pick at things. You know, I will pick at things. But now let me show you. First of all, let's take a look real quick at the pile of leaves we got, Mrs. Grodaddy, because we took all of this off of her. Okay?
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot. We removed all that. A lot of stems, a lot of everything. So at this point, let me just start with the chiropractic. I'll still see stuff I missed though.
I just love this.
While I'm doing this, I still see stuff that I missed, a branch I didn't clean properly, and I can go back and clean it tomorrow or the next day, or even for that matter. I'm down here watering and I'm looking at these girls.
Every day.
It's nice to have something to pick at. I don't think these girls really mind me picking at them because it's really just pick here, pick there. It's not really any big deal. So this is another one that sits a little lower in the canopy. So let me kind of force her up a little bit in the canopy.
Into the center.
Yeah, and then where I see more lower branches that I got to come off. You're always going to find stuff.
It gives you something to... Well, you're grooming. It's like, do you know what? Monkeys do that. It's called grooming.
You call me a monkey, Mrs. Grodaddy?
We're all monkeys, baby.
But I think you just called me a monkey, though.
Okay, but, you know, well, that... No offense.
Okay. All right, no offense taken then.
No offense taken. No, you're a bit of a monkey, but you know, like monkeys, they groom each other, and like you get your monkey instinct fulfilled by grooming these plants. Like,
okay, so I think that's it for now.
Are you going to give them?
As I pass, now remind you guys might see stuff. Now as I pass, I can't continue to look at it without seeing stuff that I need to pick at and take off.
How about we just show the Cushman chiropractic
and move on?
and then
I think I got her pretty good.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to do some Cushman chiropractic on her, you guys, real quick, and show you guys how I do that.
Show how you do it.
And I'll tell you what it's for. Okay, this one's a little low, but we can still take off these branches in a week, one or two branches. It's no big deal.
So this has not been exhaustive, but it has been like showing the methodology.
It kind of has been. I'm exhausted, Mrs. Good. You're working that camera. I mean, come on. I'm down here sweating. So what I like to do, you guys, is I like to hang a piece of wire or actually know where I started. So let's start at the beginning. We're right back here at the beginning, you guys. So I like
and you're at the beginning because you've got this label facing.
Yeah, and I'm kind of putting that there to kind of know which way I'm going, okay? So I'll start there. First I'll do this stem, okay? Now you got to listen because there'll be cracking. Oh, look at this split, but it's still hung on and lived. Wow, right here. Do you see this one almost broke at some point? I didn't even see that.
Wow.
And it still did okay. So let's start with some Cushman chiropractic. It's basically putting, now you're gonna have to get down here. So you got it. So let's listen because you can hear it. Okay, you can hear the bones crack. Hang on. I can feel it cracking in my hands. I don't hear it. I can feel that little crack. There. You can't hear them. Some of these things are so loud you'll be able to hear. We'll find some stems that are making noise. And I can feel them breaking in my fingers as I twist them. You know, I can feel the hull, H-U-L-L, kind of break. And this is what this is doing is we're going to make my branches really strong so they can hold up the buds without stakes. Or there it was. Oh, I was talking though. Shh. That made a loud crack and you didn't hear it. Shh. Now they're not cracking. You son of a bitch. I'll find some.
Stop.
But at any rate, I keep on going up. And I will do this as they stretch too. So this is the first time they really get it, although the other girls had it a week ago.
your
See, and it made this
twisting.
Yeah, and it also
And look, it kind of collapses. It droops. It's like, oh my God, all of its structure, its fiber.
Oh, that was a big click too. That was a big click. And what it wants to do is it gets weak, and it wants to, but in a couple days it will recover and it'll become stronger.
Do a couple more. I'll just stay
find.
here.
Well, I'll find one. I think I've done this. So let's hang this here because we did these 2 branches. So this tells you where you kind of started. We got this branch and we got these branches that came off and all these lowers that go to it. We want to get all of those. See, I can feel it in my hand, but I don't hear it. So here's another branch.
I heard that one.
Oh man, I gotta open that door. I'm so hot in here, Mrs. Grodaddy.
Okay.
I don't know about you, is it just me?
No, I'm hot too.
Oh, you got the door closed. I can't trust you to
Sorry.
come in here without closing the door, Mrs. Grodaddy. You close it. I wonder why I'm just starting to sweat. The outro, I'm just gonna be a big box of sweat. Whew. Okay. So here we go. Let's keep it going. Let's get around this thing. Just take each stem. I want to be very careful I don't break that, right? Now we're trying to be quiet so we can hear these things. Almost got to put a microphone on some of these.
Well,
Whew.
I've got a video. Actually got a completely separate video where we did actually get to hear the snapping.
We will hear some snapping, Mr. Grote, but you know, if I'm turning into a puddle of water here. Look at me sweating. Look at this. Okay, it just, Mrs. Grodaddy closed the door on me. I didn't realize it, and we don't have any fans going in here, and it just started getting so hot. And here's some big stems that should make some big noises, okay? Big stems, big noises usually. Listen.
Oh,
See? There we go.
yep.
There we go.
I can't. Okay.
Now I'm breaking the hole in there a little bit. You can hear it a little bit, but I'm.
It's like the
Yeah, there it goes. But see how it wants to fall now.
Now look, yeah.
See
You
how-
took away all of her fibrous strength.
But it's like breaking your arm. It comes back stronger. Mm-hmm. And you know what? A lot of these, from bending these into the clips, has made these already stronger. Every time I kind of made them clip. Mm-hmm. So as you can see, guys, I'm just moving around this thing, strengthening the branches. There it is. About every half an inch or so, I move up the branch. And the smaller branches don't make as much noise. Okay, ooh, but look, that one just wants to fall.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, can you just show me clearly one branch where I can actually see and photograph your hand doing it?
Okay.
The twisting. Maybe that one I would.
I want to say I just did that one, but you can't. You can feel them after you do them. Let me see. My hands get really sticky from the stems have stuff on them. You don't have to do this all in one day either. You can do this. I mean, I would normally do this in one day and then go back the next day. And other limbs, I'm not afraid to do this. You know,
Again?
Well, and not the whole entire thing, but as the grow goes, I will strengthen. See, these are starting to all bend down. I'm getting here's.
And this
let's watch this stem. Because it's probably going to be loud.
Let me see. Let me see it. Hang on. Okay.
Now, if I can hear it, the camera probably can. Mm-hmm. You hear that? Mm-hmm. We just go up the stem. up the stem. And now we're gonna have a nice strong stem. I'll even do this little branch coming off of here. Just a little twist in the fingers. You can feel in your fingers. And while I'm up here, I might as well clean off some branches I missed, some buds. Okay, that door being open sure did help. Oh my God, I'm starting to feel a little something besides just heat. Make my way around. This leaf got taken off. These branches are going to be able to stand up much better on their own. See how limpy it is? Now, in a couple days, though, that branch will be stronger than ever, and it'll come back.
Are you going to do them all?
Yeah, we're almost done. We're halfway done. So let me just run through this plant. We won't be doing this. The other girls have already been done. 5-6 days ago, I did this to all the other girls. Now, they still need a little bit, and I'll do that tomorrow or the next day for the most part. I'll kind of go back down here.
But yeah, don't worry, viewers. In case you're still with us, the other 3 girls will just give you a show and tell.
Yeah, and we're just trying to give everybody a good little lesson here.
Some straight up weed prawn, not BDSM or whatever you would call this. A little bit of sadism.
Yeah, but the other girls, you know, I did a week earlier than I normally do. I don't normally do the girls until they're 2 weeks. I did those other girls just after the first week.
Really proactively.
Yeah, because I felt I could because they were big. I wasn't worried about slowing them down. And they were bushy, and I really hate to wait 2 weeks if I don't have to, because I would rather defoliate before they get to be, just a
huge job.
I would say clusterfuck. Because they
overwhelming.
They get a little more well, especially when you're a newer grower. I'm not really overwhelmed like I used to be, but the job gets bigger and longer, and I like spending time down here with the girls. I don't want to be down here all day. And then as we go up this, we see something else we want to clean when we go up to the top. See, and then you're also getting a really good look at each branch when you do this, because you're kind of going up and down.
All the way from the bottom to the top,
Yeah. So look at this. This is a little stem, but we want to make sure it's strong.
Look at Louise. This is not low stress training, Daddy.
No, it's not. But she's going to be just fine.
She is going to be a bit of a hurting package.
We waited for her. The other girls, like I said, I did this 5 days ago, but I really wanted to not slow this girl down from her stretching and really give her every opportunity to get bigger and stretch up with the rest of the girls. Yeah, as you can see, let me show Miss Scrogless. Look at this. Did we show the platform I got her on? Look, all the girls are on the ground. She's what? She's like 5 inches above everybody else.
She's short.
She's very short.
She's little, but oh my God, she's so pretty.
She's got a beautiful canopy, and I feel like she's got
chocolate muffin tops.
And I do feel like she's going to give us a pretty good yield. She's not going to give us a runty yield. I feel like she's going to give us
a respectable 5+.
And here's another one. I think I need to clean. I need to clean that off. Do you see all those all those?
Yep.
I'm gonna clean. See, so we're also walking through this, and we're also seeing some stuff we missed the first time. So this is also.
It's almost like you have to defoliate somewhat and clean it up somewhat, just so you can get to the Cushman chiropractic, and then when you're doing that, you get to see the rest of it.
I get another stab at taking some stuff off.
Another pass.
Yeah, and like I said, I'll do this Cushman chiropractic as needed. I mean, as they go, and sometimes I'm just in here and I'll take a stem. It's when you're doing them all in one day that it's going to take a lot out of your girl. When you do 1 or 2 of these that you might have missed,
she hardly notices.
Yeah, it's not much of a thing. And there's another. Look, I found another sucker. Let me take that sucker off of there. Right there. That's another sucker we're getting out of there. So it's another walk through. It's kind of nice. She had a thin branch. Yeah, that's going to the top. We're close enough. Here we have a lower bud here we don't want.
Louise, you're like an internet
some lower
prawn
buds.
star.
There's some more buds that we don't want. So we're Still cleaning. Yeah. And
we're getting pretty intimate with Louise here.
yeah, and we're almost done, you guys, so hang on. We're almost done. Just still finding some branches to clean off. I mean...
And I was just saying this method of filming, it takes like Gonzo to a whole nother level where I have to be like in GroDaddy's armpit or just like
yeah,
above his head or whatever. It's very cozy, let's put it that way.
I like being cozy with you, Mrs.
Aw.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, here's another. Look at this one. Can you hear that? You can hear it, can't you, Miss Grode? I can hear it. Mm-hmm. Here's another one that I missed. You guys, I missed that one down there. Am I going to let that do it? No. I'm not going to do it. It's coming off. Just the top. Just the top, you guys. See there? Mm-hmm. Okay, and then we just keep moving around. Now, I'm not saying I got every branch. Okay?
But you'll be kind of filling in the blanks.
Well, and I'll
whatever.
see a weak branch, and I'll just do this when I'm going around the girls. I'll see a branch that seems to be a little weak, and I'll just hit her with a little bit of this chiropractic, in a week or two from now.
And this is how the Scrogless Scrog happens, because they don't have a net holding them up. They've got super strong, strengthened branches.
We do use yo-yos. Yo-yos, and yo-yos work really good. We hang them at the top of the tent. We can hang them down. We do this with our tomatoes outside too. Mm-hmm. Really nice for keeping the branches where we want them and bringing them up. See, and there's a lower one. Oh, look at that one. That's got all kinds of crap on there we don't want. See that one? That's a branch we didn't get. Oh. Look at it. So I'll start down here. Mm-hmm. Look at all these buds I'll be cleaning off of this one. So we'll just be cleaning. Can you see in there? You go. Just gonna clean. Using that sharp fingernail of mine. Okay. You ladies shouldn't have a problem. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna clean that one to the top too. Okay.
There we go.
I took off one too many leaves that I didn't mean to take off on that one. All right. Okay. Let's.
Well, we've been going for 48 minutes on this.
Have we really?
Just Louise, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No, 48 minutes.
Okay. All right. You know what? 48 minutes. I can do this tomorrow. It seems I don't want to. You guys get the general gist. Look, I'm still going around cleaning her up. Because when I go around again, I see stuff I missed the first one. And I just see a lot of bud sites that shouldn't be there that we'll clean off on a lot of our ladies. All the way to the top, you guys. Now, we're going to leave that. We're going to leave that. And you can see sometimes it's just a call I'm making. It's a personal call. I'm taking that. I don't want larf. And the best way to do larf is I know if I trim them high enough, they're not going to give me any larf. See, this is really low in the canopy. But you know what? I trimmed her to the top, and we may take that as a sucker in another week or so if I really see it down in the canopy. We don't always just take everything down.
So let's
move on.
At 50 minutes, let's
50 minutes. Who does videos this long, Mrs. GroDaddy?
I don't know, but let's
We're done. We're gonna call this.
Take a look at Colette.
We're gonna call this done for now, you guys. Well, first let's take a spin. Mm-hmm. Let's take a look at what we got. We got a lot of leaves. Let's look at all these leaves. That's what we pulled off of her, you guys. That's a lot. She was a little tiny plant. This is how I lose these. They get in here and I throw a whole bunch in the garbage and I end up losing them.
Really.
Okay. So this is what she looks like right now, you guys.
She looks like a hurting package.
Look, some of her branches are hanging. She's looking pretty weak. So let's go check out Colette and see what we got on her, you guys. That's our weed porn segment for Louise, but we still got 3 more girls to look at. We are going to run through those girls real quick. We're not going to be doing all this work to them. This girl just needs to be rest. She wants to be taken off the camera. God damn. She wants a rest.
She wants a little peace.
Yeah, let's go check out Colette. Come on. Hello, Colette. Colette is our frosted gelato from Quebec Cannabis Seeds. And wow, she's
a perfect square.
She's a perfect square. She's already got her canopy, her flat canopy. She looks really, really beautiful. We just took out all the clips And after looking at her, she needs to be defoliated as well, Mrs. Grenade. But we're not going to do that to you guys, okay?
No.
I'm going to spend about 2 seconds on her. I'm going to show you what I need to do. I'm going to give you a good look at her. And then we are going to move on to the next one. Because I'm not going to sit here and defoliate each one of them for you guys because it'll take me way too long. Now, because I defoliated them a week ago, it's going to really cut my defoliation down. As you guys can see, though, look at the flat canopy, Mrs. Gruddy. Get back and look at the flat canopy. We've got a couple little lower buds here. I see this one is standing out as a little top. So we are going to have to clean up all these branches like we did to Louise. Look at those. Look at those.
They're never going to make it.
That's a nice thick branch, though.
Damn.
Nice thick branch. It's kind
You
of
gonna
on the
leave
top. You know what I'm going to do?
What?
Tell you what I'm going to do.
Looks like I did it again. I messed up. I don't know. I dropped the phone or something. So there's like, I don't know, maybe just about a half a minute of missing footage. So I don't know. I kind of looked around and, well, I didn't find anything about, I didn't find the rest of Colette's footage, but I found something else.
All right, guys, we made it. We made it to tent 2, you guys. We've got Chantal and we've got Marie. Marie's our Runtz and Chantal is our Biscotti from Quebec Cannabis Seeds. Fairly level canopy. I may need to raise her up a little bit. I'm not sure what I'm going to do to her yet, but they all need to be defoliated a little bit. But these were defoliated 6 days ago. Let's take a close look at Chantal right now, though, you guys. She looks absolutely gorgeous. Come on. Hello, Chantal. Chantal is our Biscotti from Quebec Cannabis Seeds. And as you can see, all of her buds, she's really stretching. Look at all these leaves. They're all praying. Oh. She loves the light. I'm giving her a lot of light. They're telling me more light. So
More light, Daddy.
I turned more light up on them today, and I'll continue to turn those lights up. I'll continue to turn those lights up until they say they don't want anymore. It'll be about 280 watts though, because I already know. So let's take a good look at her, like you're doing. That's beautiful. And let me show you some of the stuff I need to do to her. I won't go over the whole plant. Like I said, we don't want this to be 2 hours long. Let me just say, here we go. We go back in the canopy. We see all of these buds. Look at this. Off.
And this has, oh, you know, Chantal is a very vigorous plant.
Look at these. See all these down here? Off. And we'll go down the stem like we did with Louise. Now, if you don't do this, they just get bigger.
And take more and more of her energy.
And take more of her energy, and then and they look like great buds. And then you hang them, and you dry them, and you find out they're larvae. I'm telling you. Now, that's a decent stem, although I think that's going down a little low.
Are you going to super crop that one?
I'm going to take, I don't know if I'm super cropping any.
Because she's got so many bud sites.
She's got so many on top. What I might do is I might super crop a couple of these. You can see I need to take these down. Look at this. I'm going to take this off. There's so much stuff in this week of flower that I got to take off. I kind of like that though. I know it's going down. I'll leave a couple of them like that.
It might just all join up.
It's got a nice thick stem. No, I kind of look at the size of the stem as well. It is a little bit, but do you see all these nodes back here that are down? I got to clean all these off, all these lower nodes. I got to clean them all. You've seen the way I do it, so I'm not going to show you on this plant.
No.
I'll be here another 45 minutes showing you how I defoliate.
Let's go
but as you can see, you guys, we've got a nice level canopy now, and I don't think I'm going to super crop this. I really thought I was going to super crop everything down to here, which I might. Tomorrow, I might come in it tomorrow.
Yeah, just because there's a few that poke up a little higher than the others, right?
Yeah, but I would say the majority of them are higher, but we've got these lower ones that are down here. And if I super crop, like say if I take this one, and I do this, and I do this, look at that. Look at that.
That's what happens when you poke your head up.
That's called super cropping, you guys. It's not LST, and you can see how I kind of broke the hole a little bit. See how I kind of broke the hole? Okay, they don't like that. So I'm going to super crop that one, and I may super crop all these to get to this level. So you'll come back next week. You're going to see a nice level canopy. You're going to see the best canopy. I just love my canopy. I love my canopy, and I'll do everything I can to get these buds all at the same level. We'll do the best we can. I can't spin Chantal anymore. You know, I can't spin Marie anymore. These girls are too big. But I'll tell you what, the buds, this is 1 week, you guys. This is an actual 7 days since we saw pistils. And I'll tell you what, we're gonna have a great yield. We're gonna have some beautiful plants. I can never wait to find out what these plants are gonna actually look like when they flower.
Yeah.
Because even the pictures that you look at on the website when you're ordering seeds, a lot of times your plants don't end up looking, you know, like the picture. That's why I'm so enamored with Louise. She's got the black buds. Her name is Black Buds. She's getting black buds. So wow, I'm excited because I'm really excited. So anyways, so let's go check out Marie and get out of this weed porn, you guys. Marie is a whole different breed. Let's take a look at her. Come on. Hello, Marie. Marie is our Runtz. Oh, I've wanted to grow Runtz just to check it out. She's another Quebec cannabis seed, like I said. She doesn't have a lot of bud sites. She's got big leaves, like none of her other plants do. You can see that she's breathing here. Look at the water. I see a lot of. I haven't pointed out all the water I've seen, but they're transpiring, which is good. And
They
I know they're good.
they like their VPD.
God, look at this. I hate to have to trim off. Look at that big, huge stem. Look at that.
Well,
But
maybe super crop it and
No, we're not going that low in the canopy. We're gonna get what we get from her. God damn it, I hate doing that. But I'll tell you what, I am gonna leave that one. I'm gonna leave that one. Then we'll have that one and these and see what happens. And we're gonna do the same to all of them because we have just bigger branches on her. And of course, I've got to go in and defoliate her again and take off the lower stuff.
let's take a look at what you got going on.
You want to take a look at
now.
what we got? Here's, like, for example, look at this. Look at this. That ain't going to make it to the top of the canopy.
No.
That ain't going to make it to the top of, oh, no, I hate doing this because that's a goddamn branch. Now, I can't bring it up in the canopy and it's not going to get up there.
No way.
Look at that, but it's a whole branch.
Sheesh.
What about this one here? There's another branch attached to it. And that's not going up either. So that's a whole branch. Oh, breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. Oof. Look at this. Look at that. That hurts my feelings, you guys. That hurts my feelings. But you know what would hurt even more? Is this taking away the quality and the yield of dense buds that I'm gonna get from all this. It's hard to do, you guys. I'm telling you, it's not easy. It's not easy for me. It'll be even harder for you guys. Now, let me show you. Here's one that's lower in the canopy that will leave because I can see her down there. See this? Mm-hmm. She's there. She's gonna get some light. She's gonna be okay. Mm-hmm. She's a thinner branch.
You can just kind of tuck leaves around her. And...
I still have to clean her up, and I've actually got to do a little bit more lollipopping because all these plants have really filled in since 6 days ago, 5 or 6 days ago when I did this already, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, you've been just kind of chipping away at these ones, whereas...
Well, 7 days ago, I did a defoliation.
Yeah.
I not only did a defoliation, I did Cushman chiropractic, so all these stems are nice and strong. It's just that she's kind of grown back, and she needs her final little knit, and I'll come in here and do that probably tomorrow.
And this is, which one? What, she's the Runtz, and like, I gotta say, these leaves are really very massive.
Indica.
Yeah,
Indica.
Indica.
I don't know what the percentage of indica she is. In fact, we have the write-up of her right here. And we have, perfect blend of indica sativa, combining a powerful genetics of gelato and Skittles. THC levels up to 27% with a well-balanced effects for both mental and physical effects. So, you know what? She's
supposed to be a balance.
It doesn't say what the percentage is, but it says a balance. So, but like I've always said, sativa, indica.
It's a bit bullshit.
It's a bit bullshit. we know sativa has a certain style. They've got thinner leaves, and the indica are the bigger leaves. We know that. But as far as the effects, well, they've kind of lost all that with all the hybrids and everything.
Hybridization, yeah.
Yeah, even the ones like the Jack something. There's some sativas that people used to really grow because they really like the effects. Well, that's all been whitewashed for the most part, from what I understand from listening to other people. That you're really...
It's just terpenes.
It's just terpenes, and they're terpenes that aren't there anymore. That used to be more in the sativa range. That is... I won't go, Mrs. GrowDaddy. We have a beautiful girl, and I'm going to have to probably raise her, by the way. And this is another joy in the tent, is I get to pull them out and put them where I want. Now, she's going to come up a little bit. I'll probably have to put something underneath her to bring her up a little bit higher. But I will even her out with these girls. Or give them, I'll give them, like I say, I like to give my girls what they really, really want. They'll tell me if they want more light or if they want less light. I can adjust a plan in here because I don't have a net. I love you guys. Come on! Hey guys, hey, Thanks for joining us for another Sunday. I'll tell you what, it was epic.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. It was wonderful. Glad you guys came. I know it was long, you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our long weed porn segment. Like I said, there won't be any more real long segments. This is it. Besides a little bit of training, we're kind of done with the real long segments of showing you guys how everything's going. Now, we could have kept you guys here a couple more hours. You want to know what? We didn't. I don't have that kind of time. Actually, I have plans today and I got to get out of here. But later on today or tomorrow, I do have to run through these other 3 girls and I've got to just kind of clean them up. They don't need a full defoliation, but since I defoliated them 6 days ago, they've really kind of grown back in. I'm noticing that they need a little bit of attention. Not as much as this girl, but I'll tell you what, thank you guys. And this is where we say, without you guys, there's no us guys.
Yeah.
We love you guys. You guys are keeping us, you know what?
Motivated.
Fuck YouTube.
Yeah, fuck YouTube.
Can you say that? Can you say that?
Yeah, you can. You can even say, hey, catch us on Rumble if you want a platform that doesn't censor you.
Yeah, but Rumble doesn't have the people.
Not yet.
They don't have enough people to support our show. Although we have been posting our stuff on Rumble just as a backup because we never know when YouTube's going to take us off of here.
They've pulled some of our episodes.
Yeah, that's right. We still have one strike that we're waiting to come off here in October.
Oh yeah, and if you guys, in case you go back and binge watch and you notice there's a couple missing episodes, go check them out on Rumble.
Yeah,
the whole thing is there.
That's right. If you're missing a missing episode, it's over on Rumble because that's kind of where we back things up at.
The missing files.
Yeah, but most of our viewers are here on YouTube, and we do appreciate YouTube for giving us this space and letting us be here. But nevertheless, what I hate about it most is the mystery. They won't come out and tell you what you're doing wrong. They'll give you a strike and they'll give you a vague reason why without really telling you. So you have to kind of try to figure out why it got restricted.
Yeah.
And you won't fix it. We don't want to fix it and put it back up because we're afraid of not fixing it and it getting striked again. 3 strikes, you're out. They will not let us even come back on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't think we're in any danger of that at this point.
No, but I think the whole point was to thank you guys because
thanks for coming back and commenting and liking and sharing and whatever you're doing. First of all, emotional support, and second of all, I think it helps our algorithm.
It does. Plus, I really like hearing from you guys, and let's not cheapen, people liking our program or commenting, because without you guys liking and commenting, I think we may have given up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Because we're not making any money.
No, thank you, Gromies. You are the reason we keep doing this dumb show.
Yeah, I mean, there's other YouTubers doing shows, but you see them putting up 3, 4. They are working. I mean, they're working their show, and we're not. We put up 1 video a week. Sometimes we throw out an extra one because it's extra material that we would have thrown in the garbage can. So we throw it up. But we're not working the channel, and we're doing this thing.
We're not selling anything. We're not making any money.
We're doing this out of love. I won't tell you we'll never sell anything, and I won't tell you that we'll never make any money because
never say never.
Well, it would be nice just to make some money and not.
Would sure be nice.
Yeah, but the idea of
doing the ad reads.
The ad reads and the commercial reads for everything, and also bringing shit into our tent we don't really want to use. Can I just talk about that for a minute, though, Mrs. Grodaddy?
Sure.
I know we're trying to move on today.
It's your show.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Grodaddy. No, it's our show, and everybody knows it's not my show.
It's our show.
Everybody knows it's our show,
okay.
And everybody knows who does the most work around here, and it's you. But without the plants, you ain't doing the show either.
That's true.
So let me just say, we got offered, I don't know if we mentioned this on another episode.
Maybe not mention the company.
I won't mention the company, but we got offered all kinds of gadgets, you guys. We got offered every meter there is to put in a tent. A PAR meter, we got offered humidity and BPD meters. We got offered
all kinds of automated stuff that we'll never use.
Yeah, all kinds of automated stuff we'll never use. And
by the way, honey, I don't even know if I told you this, but we got another offer in the email for more stuff to advertise or whatever, and we're just not doing it.
But we're getting to that place where people are asking us to put stuff in for them and to do stuff. And I'll tell you what, if there's enough money involved, we'll do an ad.
So potential sponsors.
We'll do an ad, but we're not going to do it in the show. We'll just do a standalone ad. Right now, at this point, we really like doing our show without ads or without trying to sell shit that we don't use in our tent. And that's why I'm not bringing in different products, you know, like everybody else does, but they're working on car payments and mortgage payments. Well, we're not. And I just like to say we do this out of love. We don't do it for any other reason. And you guys give us that love, because I got a feeling we would have quit by now if people weren't so fucking beautiful.
Nice
people weren't
and
so wonderful.
Sweet and kind and helpful too.
Yeah, we like to chat to people and see what they're doing, and people in the comments, and it's just
and
it's
join
a
us on
community.
Discord too, because we have a whole community in Discord too, where you can show us your grow.
That's right. And if you're still here, you guys, we didn't mention that we have. Should we even mention at that point? We didn't mention the whole thing.
Oh, there's a discount code for Mars Hydro.
Yeah, there's a discount code. No, there's a discount code for Mars Hydro. We don't get any money from that. We haven't even asked Mars Hydro.
No.
They just gave us a discount code.
And it's only 3%.
Is that it? Mm-hmm. That's not much.
I know.
Mars Hydro, come on, you guys.
We could probably ask them for a bigger, deeper discount.
We probably couldn't,
for
probably
our
should.
people. Yeah, let's do it.
We're not making any money from it.
Nope.
Why don't we tell them, listen, I'm going to do that. I'm going to tell them, hey, we're not trying to take a cut out of this. You give that cut to our listeners.
How about that?
And let's see if we can get you
These
guys.
are big ticket items.
I think so. We'll see if, I mean, we don't sell all their gear because we don't put it all in our tents. But we show the lights, the tents, the fans, the stuff we use.
And they're great.
We stand behind.
They're
we
awesome.
love all that stuff. So we'll see if you can get a bigger discount for those. But let's talk about the Quebec cannabis seeds.
Yeah.
Okay? They gave us a huge discount.
That's a deep discount.
Deep, and we're not making anything, you guys. We got no.
It's not an affiliate link or anything.
It's not an affiliate link. In fact, we can't even put an affiliate link in our description because that is something they will strike us for and take our video down on YouTube if we put it down in the script. So let me just tell you guys, and Miss GrowDaddy will put it up here in her overlay. GrowDaddy TV.
No, it's just GrowDaddy.
Oh, it's just GrowDaddy. So go to Quebec Cannabis Seeds in the discount code and put in GrowDaddy, and you will get 20% off their seeds.
That's a big discount.
That's a big discount.
That's a fifth.
I never see any sales. I don't see any sales, and if they do have sales, I'm sure you can put that coupon code on top of those sales. But I never see anybody else offering discounts on seeds.
That's a big discount, too.
I've been to a lot of YouTube videos, and I've never seen anybody offering. So that's a big one, you guys. And for me, you guys, I know a lot of you guys are into these little seeds, these fancy seeds, these expensive seeds, these little seed companies. Hey, support your little seed companies, because I'll tell you what, those guys aren't really making any money. They're just not. It's a hobby.
They're doing it like we're doing it for
more
the
so. They're
love
making
of the plant.
For the love of the plant. I talked to listen to Zaza, talk about his autos that he does the seeds for. He said most small distributors or most small breeders are not making any money on their seeds. But I'll tell you what, I've always said a seed is a seed, and that's how I feel. I don't feel this thing where these certain seeds are any better than any other seeds. For the most part, I believe.
Change our minds.
Change our minds.
If you got some boutique fancy $180 seeds,
send them to me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Show me what the fuck is so fancy about them. Hey, listen, I'll tell you what. Well, let me tell you what. We had mutant, what was that? Terpes Mutant Genetics. They were great seeds.
Yeah.
Smaller company.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And their seeds, every one of their plants look good. We didn't get any runts. So if that's a good seed, that's a good seed. All the other seeds we've managed to get our runts, even those fancy seeds we got. I won't even mention what they were, but they were $160 a piece, and we lost 2 just germinating. 1 grew out to be a runt. So I'm just saying that, you guys. I feel like seeds are seeds. They all germinate for the most part. All of our seeds germinate. So
no matter what company.
And Quebec Cannabis Seeds has a huge line of seeds, you guys. 20% discount. Go get your discount. Help out. Hey, they sent me seeds. They're not sponsoring us. They're sponsoring the grow by sending us seeds. But nevertheless, help them out.
They don't pay us.
They don't pay us.
Nah.
We don't ask for
They give us
money.
some stickers, too.
They gave us some stickers. They gave us everything they had, Mrs. GrowDaddy. Hey, love you guys. We'll see you guys next week for episode 13.
14.
Son of a fucking bitch. Okay, it's really moving up there. Love you guys. See you guys next week, because I'll tell you what, these buds are getting big next week. This is where we start to get all of our viewers back. We lose them, but we bring them back in flower, because people can't take their eyes off of our beautiful canopies with our big, huge, beautiful buds on top. Love you guys. See you guys next week, next Sunday. I'll tell you what, next Sunday, let's get really loaded, you guys. Let's get really lit. Let's get our bowls, our J's all lined up. because we're not doing any more long episodes anymore. This is
Just
it.
short and sweet.
Short and sweet. We'll try to keep them under 40 minutes?
30 minutes.
I don't know, 40?
30, 40.
40?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like to talk. Love you guys. See you guys next week. Come on. You've made it to episode... Okay. Hey, everybody. Hello, Louise. Louise is our Quebec... Sorry again. Hey, everybody. I'm Grow Daddy, a.k.a. Patrick, and welcome. Hey, everybody. I'm Grow Daddy. I'm not high.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
we're going to do this not high today. Okay. Okay. Guys. Okay. And we've got Louise, and we've got Colette. Colette. Okay, let's start again. Train, Louise. We have Louise, and we have Colette. Colette. Okay, I know. Hello, Louise. Louise is our quick. We'll see. It's a kind of an experiment, me not being high. But nevertheless.
Oh, and you got a lot of training to do or whatever.
Yeah, I've got training. Yeah! Come on! That was it. That was it.